guys, they're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded at the goal line. This is Bell, and he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll go again with Bell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. Bell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Ten-yard penalty there on 1st down, so now 1st and 20. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Play clock winding down. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. From the end zone, Watson. And incomplete to open things up. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Watson to throw from his end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a Wildcat look. It's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. out of the gun. Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Back to throw, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Let's go!
They're going for it. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a fourth down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Now a play fake here on first down. Completion left side to Miller. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Lamar Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Let's go!
They'll try the air now with Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Again, it's Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now a first down carry by Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go.
Watson on first down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Watson, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a first down throw, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 76 yards. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And now out comes Houston. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To throw on second is Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Here we go.
Here's Watson now on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hey, we got right. We got right. Let's go.
To throw again. Watson eluding the pressure right. And Miller with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right, and finding Fedorowicz. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On first down, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you worked on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it again with Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Come on, let's go.
Here's a direct snap to Bell. Room here to run. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Bell. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third down and goal from the 6. They'll run it with Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Oh, nice move. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
87's mine. I got 87.
To throw is Watson on 1st and 10. That's caught for Dorowitz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Watson now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look.
Here we go. What?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
That's it, baby.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. First carry for James Conner. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. First down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Watson now to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And an alley to run. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second down following the run. Again, it's Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, 97 yards, and the Texans get a bit closer. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time. You win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Come on, let's go! 38!
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play clock winding down. And some room to work. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On first down, it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up the ball.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Here we go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Oh, 6 yards to go here on second down. The play clock's running down. On second down, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a toss. This is Connor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.